YouTube, what is going on, guys? Thank you guys for checking out another video. Today we are doing another haircut tutorial, and I'm gonna be reacting to my own haircut tutorial. We did this the last tutorial and you guys gave me great feedback, so we're gonna do this again. Hopefully you guys like this concept. Let me know in the comments what you think. I am gonna switch back and forth because I know some people prefer just a voiceover and not seeing my face, but either way, I like this. I feel like it's more fun for me, at least. But yeah, let's go ahead and listen to this consultation. So what are you getting done today, bro?
I want to go something that's like clean, but also messy-ish kind of.
Okay.
Keep the sideburns.
Okay.
Shadow fade kind of idea. I don't want the top to be connected to the sides.
Okay. More of a textured look on top.
Yep.
How do you like the length right now?
A little bit shorter.
A little bit shorter?
A little bit shorter,
okay.
yeah.
Shadow fade. The back, do you want to taper or do you want it lined up?
Tapered.
Tapered? Okay.
Yeah.
And then squared sideburns, right?
Yep.
About right here or a little bit?
About the bone. Right about the bone. So about like
okay.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, bro. Thank you. Let's get it done.
Do it.
Alright guys, so we are going to start at the top like I typically do, and we're just gonna go square. So I'm especially through the middle here, I'm just kind of going at an angle, really making some piecey, like choppy look. I'm not worried about it being perfectly even as much as I'm worried about making sure everything is going straight up and we're going squared across. And my client today, my model today, he's a model. They were in Fort Lauderdale on vacation, which is like a 4-hour drive from New Jersey and from New York. So they decided to come through and come get a cut by your boy. So I just make sure everything is square. You can see that my fingers are kind of off of his head, squared. And now I'm just kind of cutting some random pieces just to add some more texture. I'm just grabbing pieces just to add more texture. This is really just to kind of tailor the cut, you know what I mean? And then in the fringe area, I always like to make it, you know, a little bit lighter, more wispy in the front, so I use a feather razor to go ahead and clean that up. All right, once we've done there, yo, real quick. So Georgie put those captions because I've literally been looking for my blow dryer forever. There's even a reward out, $300 reward if you can find my Dyson. But my Dyson has Die Legend painted all over it. This is not mine. I borrowed this from my boy Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick. He doesn't know I borrowed it. Now he does. That was funny, Georgie. Alright guys, so the top is done. We're gonna go ahead and start the shadow fade with the blade all the way open as my first guideline, and we're gonna do this all the way around. Now usually with shadow fades, I like to go ahead and once I've cleared the bulk and I've created that guideline, I like to go ahead and bald out the back taper. So we're gonna go with the rose gold FXs, bald it out, followed up with the gamma shavers, which I like. The new shavers, these are new and improved. So if you have the old ones, these are better. They got a different cutter. That's what Austin told me, who's the owner of the company. Yeah, I like the way they shave. Definitely recommend them. So with that, we're going, it's already a blade all the way open on the sides here. So you're going clipper close and then just opening it little by little as you go up. By the time you're all the way open with your blade, it should be tapered. That's why, especially with shadow fades, I just go ahead and taper it out. So my next step, I'm gonna do my 2-guard all the way open. I'm gonna stop right below the ridge because, you know, going up into the ridge, I want to keep that squared shape, and so I'm gonna use blending shears and blend down from there to maintain that bulk. But I really want to focus the fading from the 2 open down. All right, beneath that 2 open, I actually skipped a step. I did a 1-guard all the way open, and what I'm gonna do is just marry this 1 open into that 2 open with a 1.5 guard. Okay. All right, beneath that one guard open, we're gonna do the half guard. We're gonna start all the way open, close it little by little until it's blended, because remember, we started with a blade open. The blade open, that guideline gets blended out with the half guard. And in the back where it's more dense, if you need to drop down to no guard blade open, you can do that to clean it up. And guys, if you don't know what no guard blade open is, like, there's a lot of beginner videos even on my channel. You can Google Basio for beginners or something like that. I have long videos where I break down what everything means, you know what I mean? I even break down what tools to have, what tools to use. I can only do those videos so many times, so keep that in mind. And if you really need help, consider joining the Tomb 45 Academy. Today, guys, we are actually starting our new series from napkin to production, where we teach you how to create your own product. It's tonight on the Academy, February 2nd on a Tuesday. It'll be saved as well if you're watching this after today and you want to go check it out. But we're gonna do that every 2 weeks. All right, guys, so this is where I was telling you this was the last step that I used to fade into that 2 open, the 1.5 guard. The 1.5 guard is gonna marry that 1 open, that black 1 open guard, into that 2 open. You can see it just blended right in. So now I'm just gonna clean it up again with the 2 open. That way I know it's a 2 open, and I can start focusing on this bulk above the 2 open. That's looking pretty blurry, I'm just saying. Looking pretty clean. But yeah, my client, he's a barber. He's a barber in New Jersey. He was excited to get his cut by your boy. We were just kind of talking, a lot of nuggets, you know, being dropped, and it was a good time. It was a pleasure meeting you, bro. I feel like that's looking pretty blurry. It would really look blurry if he got a ball fade, but he didn't want a ball fade. All right, so above the 2 open, we're just stacking our guards. Our next guard up is a 3. If you're following along on the color guide chart, the one right here, okay, then you'll be able to, depending on whatever color guard I'm using, you'll know what the measurement is. And you can see that goes after the number 2 guard. And you'll see me hop back and forth from the 3 to the 2 open. That's just because sometimes you got to spread out a little bit more in between. Sometimes it might look darker, especially in this area where it starts to curve into the back. And so you just got to kind of customize that. All right, so now above this 3 guard, I start to use my blending shears. These are not thinning shears. These have a lot of teeth on it. And I believe like 30 something teeth. I can't remember, but they're blending shears, and they're made for blending. Not for thinning, not for adding texture, but for blending. And I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do this. You could do clip over comb if you feel comfortable with it. I kind of stay away from clip over comb because a lot of times it takes too much bulk, and sometimes it kills the gradients or the shape that I'm trying to maintain. But so that's why a lot of times I opt for scissor over comb or blending shears. And then beneath the blending shears, I'll go ahead and clean it up with guards, as you can see. So once we've done the blending shears, I can see there's a little bit of dark spots, and I'm gonna go in with my guards and just lighten up those dark areas. And you can see how that blend is coming out nice and gradient while maintaining the shape. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and line them up. I like to start above the ear just because sometimes when I start by the neckline, I end up sometimes going a little too high, and then I gotta make up for it behind the ear. And what ends up happening is you start to get like a really, you don't want to give nobody a helmet head. All right, he said he wanted his sideburns to end there, so that's what we're doing. And now we can walk over from the behind the ear over to the back of the sideburn, as you can see. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and clean up the C cup, the arches, whatever you want to call it. And I started from the top, the peak, and then I went to the bottom of the sideburn, and then I just kind of walked it over, connected it all over. So here I'm kind of detailing specific sections just because I saw it from this angle. And so I wanted to go ahead and clean that up before I started lineup. Taper's looking clean. The neckline looking sharp. Same idea here, right? We're gonna do the peak. Now we're gonna do the bottom of the sideburn, and we're gonna go ahead and walk it over. Walk it over. Walk it over. Hey, that's looking clean. So now that we've lined it up, I'll go back in detail. You know, there's sometimes, no matter, I feel like a lot of times, especially depending on texture of hair, you can go over the same spot a million times and it's still not even, so you gotta go over a million more times. Let's keep it real, right? So I'm just going back in detail and just trying to make sure it looks really good before we add product and style his hair and show you guys the finished results. All right, here we go. Let's put the product in. I just use like a clay. This clay has a little bit of shine to it. It's not the Tomb 45 clay. It's not the goat clay, but it's a good clay. And so once I styled it, I saw like a line right there that I want to clean up. I feel like that blend looks clean. The shape is nice. We didn't go too high above the parietal ridge. It's got a lot of nice texture and flow to it. Oh, and guys, if you're not following me on Basio Builds Wealth, that is my finance channel. We're gonna start doing videos every single day on that channel as well, and they're gonna be live videos. If you like that concept, come check me out, Basio Builds Wealth. I'm gonna put a link in the description below. You can go ahead and check that, subscribe, turn on the notification bells, because I'm gonna go live randomly every day, and we just have a good time on there. Talk money, talk get in the bag. Oh, and by the way, I got a TikTok now. It's so funny because people keep asking if it's really me. Is this really Basio's TikTok? It's like people didn't expect me to be on TikTok. So cleaning it up with the razor. And the razor, I always switch it between the Darko Primes and Astras. You can see he was checking out his cut. And it's funny because in the cut, he's like, bro, I didn't know my hair could look like this. That's how he reacted to it. I wish I would have caught it on camera. But I feel like the cut came out nice, man. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Something different, you know, not the bald fade, not the taper, but a nice shadow fade with texture on top. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, we do content every single day on this channel, so please do subscribe. You know, the numbers, it lets us know we're doing something right as YouTubers. Once again, guys, thank you. I will see y'all tomorrow with our next video.